Hey everyone, it's Nick with Us versus Herd. If it's your first time here, you like the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications when we go live, tap the bell. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our community, links are below in the description to our Discord and our free options trading group on Facebook. If you want to join the UVH fam, well, we're going nuts here. All right. If you're here right now, say what up. What's going on, Kelly? Getting today, good morning. Of course, we have the S&P's up 28, Dow's up 248, NASDAQ up 104. We are not allowed to have a red day ever again. There will never be another down day in the market, so might as well just buy every single green day. My morning's going well. Just kind of getting going, see what's happening right now, seeing what's happening with Disney earnings, and then checking out the stocks that were on my watch list last night. We did have the ADP employment report. It was smashing. Let me get the exact numbers. I know it was a lot. It was, let me see what it was. See here. I had a spy put. Yeah, shorting is tough. Okay, finally some bad news for Tesla as well. So, Mateus, what's going on? So we had private payroll numbers, best monthly gain in 5 years. It was 291. What was the expected? Yeah, the expected was 150,000. We added 291,000 payrolls. Best gain since May 2015. So that was good. Jobs were good. I have a Tesla put in. So Tesla had a little bit of bad news this morning. Obviously, I don't think this is really news. We knew this was going to happen because they said it was going to happen. I don't know why there's such a delay in this, but Tesla shares dip as it plans to delay Model 3 deliveries in China due to coronavirus. We knew this was going to happen, but the market, was a little bit irrational. Yo, Keith, we are here. We're going to be talking about Disney. I know you're in Disney. Keep your eyes on the road. So Tesla right now, we knew that they were gonna. I think the Shanghai factory is currently closed. Let's see here. Tesla, down to 836 right now. Tesla hit. That was crazy yesterday when it went from 968 down to 862. Dropped over 100 points within a 15-minute period at close. I mean, that was not. People knew. They were like, nah, I'm not going to be holding the overnight. However, it depends on where you shorted. Like, if you shorted yesterday at Tesla at open, you're still like not even, you're still losing money. Now, if you shorted yesterday at the end of the day, looking good, but if you shorted the day before, it's still not good. So it's not like bears are winning. Yo, Colin, thank you. If you're here right now, say what up. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Good morning, Billy, Edwin. So yeah, Tesla is down a little bit, but wouldn't be surprised if people try to layer in on this weakness and it rips them a new one. So I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything with Tesla just because it's unpredictable. Yeah, GM had earnings. I know that they beat. Can take a look at that real quick. We're looking at Disney. So GM's up to 35. I know Ford crapped the bed. Ford, if we're looking at Ford. Ford had one of the worst earnings ever. But yeah, GM still in range. GM was downtrending hard and they beat earnings, so they're at 35. So this might actually push them back up to the 36, 37 range. We'll see. We'll see what happens with GM. I'm not sure. But I do like, being down here was a lot more attractive, obviously, like the 32 range. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with GM. I'm not too excited to trade GM, but I guess you could. I don't think I don't. I mean, I've traded GM in the past. It's been decent. The options are decently priced and it moves okay. As you can see, this chart is actually pretty decent for two-sided action, even though it's downtrending. But Ford, no, I'm not touching Ford. Yo, Rob, what's up? So Disney was the one that it's currently 146, but I think it's going to go, now in my opinion, I think it's going to go 150 today just because it was a bit lackluster after hours. I mean, it literally closed up after hours. It was up like 50 cents or like flat, basically. You know, the expected move on Disney was like 860. So let's call it $9. Expected move was like $9 and it closed at like 144. So it was down 60 cents. So I'm talking about after hours. It did hit 149.94 and it hit a low of like 140 something, like 141, I believe. I can't see what the low is here, but it hit a low of like 141. But now Disney's moving back up due to I think because they said, you know, Disney Plus subscribers 26.5 million was crazy, right? So I was expecting a big move on that. I think the problem is there's an uncertainty because of Shanghai and Hong Kong Disney and the revenue. Right now, they're closed and they don't have a date on when it's going to reopen. So obviously, the longer it takes for those parks to reopen, the more money Disney's going to lose. So they said they're going to take a hit on revenue in 2020 due to those parks being closed. So we don't know when it's going to be opened is the only thing. So I think that's where the uncertainty is. Yo, man, what's up? Watching eBay, Apple, Snap, Boeing. Yeah, eBay moved yesterday on the buyout news and moved up. Other than the buyout news, it's really not that attractive. eBay's not doing great, but now it's in takeover territory. But my Disney positions. So right now, I do have a Disney position. I have the 155 call expiring February 21st, so in 16 days, and then I sold 2 put spreads for this week expiration. I sold the 145 put and I bought the 143 put. So, you know, I think my max profit on Disney was $1.05, so 210. So max profit's going to be 210 on that. So if we hit 150, that'd be nice. They'll cover my cost of the call, probably make a little bit of money on the call. So we'll see how much premium crush we're going to get on Disney at open here. I traded the eBay gap yesterday. It was great. Nice. Yeah, Apple has been, let's see, what are they doing? Yeah, Apple's back to almost where it was before it dropped. I mean, most things are now. I mean, we have the Dow's up 230, Nasdaq's up 100, S&P's up 27. I was actually thinking about buying some futures last night because they were red, but then I'm like, you know what? We had 2 really strong days in the market. If we have a red day, you know, then we have a red day. Maybe I'll look for some positions. So I didn't want to get invested in futures, and then I was already like riding the line on Disney. I wasn't sure what Disney was gonna do. I really don't have any positions right now because I sold mostly everything yesterday, and I was up about 350 yesterday, and now I only have Disney and Shake Shack. So I wonder what Shake Shack is doing right now. Shake Shack, I really need above a 70. So right now it's at 70.52. So I'm looking to get rid of Shake Shack today. I'm looking to get rid of my my put spreads on Disney, and I'll probably hold on to that 155 call probably until next week on Disney. Yo, Trevor, what's going on? Craig, yeah, Qualcomm is on. So yeah, Qualcomm was on my watch list as well. Trevor sold Facebook yesterday. Carl, what's going on? GM, yeah, Boris, we talked about GM. They beat earnings. They're moving on up. Trying to get to everyone. Jesse, Adele. Glad you guys can join us this morning. So Qualcomm, it's on my watch list from last night. Qualcomm, I might be looking for a position here. Most likely selling premium in here. This week is at 81%. Next week is at 52%, but we'll see. I might not trade it at all, depending on how much this runs. So this is, I liked it better at 85, but now we're at 90, like 91 essentially. So now we're at 91. So I think it would be more beneficial to sell some puts in here. I am bullish on this, but I don't know. I just don't want to buy calls on this and get wrecked. So I might just sell some premium on this. Probably for, what's today, Wednesday? So probably going into, well, I could probably sell premium this week. The one thing that I have been doing is just making sure I leave enough room for if I'm wrong, making sure I can get out of the position, I can roll the position, I can offset the position somehow. So I want to give myself time. Like if today was Thursday, I probably wouldn't be trading like into Friday, but tomorrow is today's Wednesday, so. What's going on? Ariana, Dylan, Adele, really appreciate the time you take going over these plays. Really helps the thought process. Yeah, I mean, we gotta stick together. We gotta trade the best we can. I mean, as retail traders, it's hard. You know, as a retail trader, it's hard in this world of algorithms, hedge funds, venture capitalists, people trying banks. You know, we're the small guy. I mean, even if you're trading with $1 million, you're small. You're small. Looks like you guys are. I mean, it looks like people were asking like, "Hey, what's a good stock to buy? What do you guys think? What do you think is good for like long term?" And right now, any stock you could literally buy goes up. It seems. You know what I mean? Peloton is reporting earnings after close too. I do think that I want to short them. Premium is really rich in Peloton right now. 200% this week, 133% for next week. The following week is 113% implied volatility. So I think I'm going to be putting it. I'm probably leaning short on Peloton. I don't think they're going to have great earnings. You know, it's just my opinion, of course. Not investing advice, entertainment only. But I think that at the top of the range here, I want to get a little bit short, sell some premium, and then if it goes up, then hopefully I get that premium crush and not lose too much money. You know what I mean? I have my long-term working in the background. I might be buying a duplex to rent out with FHA. Yeah, FHA doesn't do duplex. I wanted to sell premium on Snap, and then I forgot because yesterday I was downtown. That's why the only play I have right now is Disney. I wanted to short some premium because premium was at 162% and 100% for next week implied volatility. And Snap I didn't play. It looked like it's coming back up, so it would have been a great play to sell some premium. But I think in my opinion, of course, I think Snap may come down to 14. And if you're looking at Snap revenues, people are like, "Oh, like we're going to compare Snap to Instagram. Instagram makes billions a quarter. Snap only made like 500 million in revenue. And Instagram does billions in revenue. So I don't think you can no longer compare Snap to Instagram. Instagram makes billions a quarter, Snap makes 500 million. So it's not even comparable anymore in terms of an app. Yo, JDM, Teva, yeah. So I am long Teva stock. I bought around 730. It's currently at 12. I've just been letting it ride. It's been moving pretty good. Expected move is $1.50 for next week. So now that it's broke up above here, I mean, I think it's going to fill this gap to 14. I mean, this is insane. You know, I was thinking about selling some calls on my stock, but with this run, I'm thinking just to not. So I have enough stock to sell some calls against, but I don't think I'm going to anymore. Now that it's broke this range, before when it couldn't break 11, it was good to sell some calls, but now that it's broke this range, I don't think I'm going to sell any calls against the stock. But I have been long Teva since, I think my average is around $7.30 right now on Teva. Man, I forgot my coffee. Dang it. We haven't talked about Mason. We haven't talked about Facebook yet. We can. Got those Diz cuz you bought them, so I'm riding with you. Well, good luck, man. Good luck. Yeah, I'm glad for Disney though. I sold premium and bought calls. So I sold 2 put spreads and only bought 1 call. So pretty safe. Pretty safe. Facebook. Yeah, let's look at Facebook. So Facebook, it looks like it's riding back up. I do think that it's going to be pushing back up here. I think that the drop for earnings was a little bit much. So I do think that right now it's at 212. I like it here for long up to like 215, 218 area. 220 may be a little dicey, so I would play it, like for me, I might play it long to like 218 area. Baba's another one that was unexpectedly. We should have strangled Alibaba because now it's all the way back up into here. You know, on a bullish strangle, you would have made a couple 100% on those strangles, and we didn't play it. We should have played it. The coronavirus news was just too much, and now the coronavirus news is like non-existent. However, there's still the same amount of people or more people are sick or dying, but the news is downplaying it now. See how that goes? See how the media did that? All for the ad dollars, you know? I mean, we all have our agendas. Theirs is to get ad revenue. Let's see what else is going on here. Yeah, Daniel. Well, I guess you just don't know. I mean, this could have easily. I mean, Facebook dropped to 200, 201. This could have just kept falling the last couple of days and come back down to like 185, 190. But I'm glad that for people that are long, it didn't. Microsoft really pumped it up, but I mean the market has been on fire. So the question is, I mean, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but how long can we go up for like this? and now the bulls are just relentless. They're pumping in. I mean, we're not even open yet, and Dow's up over 200. Are we going up to like how much more does it have today? Are we going up to? Is Dow going to be up 500 points today? Like what's going on? Are we going to be flat today? I don't know. It's crazy. Space. Boris, yeah, Space. BA. Ben. You guys want to do me a favor, hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. So Space is at the top of the range. If it were me, not sure about the top of the range here. Right now it's at 19. I would probably put on a strangle for this position, honestly. They only have monthlies and IV is pretty high, but I would probably put on a strangle just to capture. If you're wrong, you'll be okay. As long as implied volatility doesn't take a crush. But if it moves to the downside, implied volatility should go higher. So you're okay. Thanks, Trevor. Shorts covering supposedly according to Kramer. I wonder who's going to replace Kramer. Because, I mean, he's going on to his 70s here. They're probably going to get, who's going to replace. So, Boeing, now I was looking for to get above 320 is really struggling. It hit 320 2 days ago on Monday, and then it dipped, and then yesterday was flat. I wanted looking to get into it, but I wasn't sure which direction it was going to go. So, yeah, Dell, Tesla also they're pushing back Model 3 shipments deliveries due to coronavirus in China. I I don't want Kramer's job. So the one thing that you have to understand about what Kramer does, you have to you have to give him some credit, because the amount of hours he works is insane. You know, all those CNBC guys are there before market opens doing news commentary. They're all day doing commentary, and then they're after market close. They're doing commentary. He has his own show. I mean, it's just, for me. If CNBC says, "Hey, we're going to offer you a job for $5 million, $10 million a year to be here all day, every day, including holidays and stuff," I would say no. Definitely no. You know, for me right now at this point in my life, it's more about having the freedom to do what I want versus having to show up to work. We were talking about this in the Discord. I haven't worked for somebody else since 2009, and I plan on keeping it that way. So I've been working for myself since 2009, and I'm not. There's no amount of money that will make me do that, because then it's just not good. It's not good for your health. You know, I work a lot, but I do it on my own terms. You know, so I never want to miss kid's birthday party or something they invite me to. You know, with a job, you don't have that flexibility. If you're either on or you're off, you can call in sick or whatever. But right now I can do whatever I want for the most part. I mean, sure, we're still all a slave to something, right? But at least it's not to the man. 780s Tesla. So I was saying yesterday on Tesla, buying the 500 put strike puts for a year out. So I was like 345 January, the 500s. They were going for, what were the 500 puts going for? They were going for, yeah, they were still going for $44 though. So I was like, nah, you know, would have been fun. But the 500 puts, I mean, there was quite a bit of volume on them yesterday, all the way out here. I mean, open interest is 6,000 right now. Yeah, I mean, I want Elon to do well, but at the same time, I mean, you can't just do it. Would you ever quit your job and be a full-time trader? I think it depends on how comfortable you are with trading and how consistent you are. If you're consistently profitable, but the thing is, you have to be consistently profitable in different types of markets. So just because you're profitable, you know how to make money in a certain type of market. Like, let's say you're making money right now. When the market shifts and the market changes, you may not know how to make money in that market. Like, people that have been trading only the last 6 months, or even, you know, they don't know anything about being bearish. You know what I mean? So when you're trading, and it doesn't matter in terms of entrepreneurship and that whole thing. Like, I started businesses, I own other businesses, and in terms of entrepreneurship, to be a successful entrepreneur, you want to build multiple streams of income, because, you know, God forbid, like, for instance, if you have a job, you are on a single source of income, and if you lose that job, that's it, right? So as an entrepreneur, your goal is to build as many streams of income as possible. So that's kind of the thing. So if you have a job and you're investing, you're trading options, you have another stream of income, great. If you have investment properties, if you do things like Airbnb, great. If you're selling on eBay and Amazon, great. While you have a full-time job, I mean, there's a lot of things, but I think the mentality for most people is, okay, I clock in, I clock out, okay, I'm good, until they say, hey, we're laying off the entire 35th floor. We're being replaced with an algorithm. Have a nice day, guys. Good luck. And then you realize how screwed you are. So I don't think it matters if you have a job or you're an entrepreneur. I think every single person in this day and age should have multiple sources of income. I only became consistently profitable when I put over 25K in my account on TD after a roller coaster on Robinhood. Yeah, I mean, when we're talking about brokerages and we're talking about Robinhood, you're only as good as the tools allow you to be. So if you're taking your trading seriously, are you going to be trading on Robinhood versus, Thinkorswim, Tastyworks, E-Trade, something like that? You really want to have the best tools at your disposal. You don't want to go cheap on your tools because you're going to lose money. Do you ever listen to Jim Rome? I have not. Never heard of him. But if you talk to any successful, and I'm not just talking about like well-known entrepreneurs, if you know anybody that started a business, or you know anybody that's entrepreneurial, or you know any millionaires personally, I suggest talk to them and let them know, ask them, like if you ask like a millionaire, like, oh, how did you generate wealth and do this? They'll most likely invest the time into you because they want to help. Most likely. There are some D-bags, but for most entrepreneurs, I'm talking about like self-made millionaires, self-made entrepreneurs. If it's someone's kid, they're not going to give a F about you. So self-made millionaires, self-made entrepreneurs, and they'll most likely, if you ask them, they'll most likely invest the time and answer your questions, and it'll definitely clear things up. Because the way that we're trained in school and in jobs is to sit at the desk, come in at time, sit at your desk, raise your hand. You're only allowed to take lunch at this time. You can only go to the bathroom at this time. Okay, clock out, go home. Tomorrow, do it again. And that is not the mindset of someone that has multiple streams of income or an entrepreneur. MYO. All right, entrepreneurship rant over. MYO, I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know anything about this stock. Looks like it's went from 26 cents to 35. They had a reverse split. Oh, they had a 1 to 30 reverse split. So this is probably going back to sub-dollar again. So they had a reverse split, went to 35. I don't know. Yeah, people want instant gratification. Yeah, everyone wants to be rich. No one wants to put the work in. That's okay. For those that do, put the work in over 5 years or a decade, I mean, you guys are going to be rewarded. So MYO has no option. So you're going to have to buy stock or short stock. And if you're trading, and you've been at this even a year, 2 years, and you're still like not profitable, or you're having great days, but then you're having bad days, I mean, it could take upwards to 5 years for you to find your stride. Most businesses fail in 5 years, so why would trading be different? Most people are going to fail between 5 years. If you can push to the 5-year mark, I mean, and if you're profitable way before that, congrats, you're ahead of the curve. I mean, there's people that are smarter than other people. There's people that are smarter than me, and it is what it is. You're not going to be the smartest or the best at something, and there's some people that are. And there's some people that are going to be trading this for 6 months. Look at the stock market for 6 months and make millions of dollars. And then there's going to be someone that is unprofitable, but then in year 6 he's going to make $1 million. So, Disney's moving back up. So we have about 50 seconds till market open. Let's see, Tesla is currently, where's Tesla at? Tesla is currently at 825. So it's falling apart. So just be careful. There's going to be a lot of panic on Tesla. There's going to be a lot of panic sellers. People buying 1,000 calls and above. What were the 1,000 calls on Tesla going for this week? Oh man, this going to be bad. The 1,000 calls yesterday, that's at close. They were going for $20. They were higher than that though when it was up because they closed down. Tesla 780 target. All right, we open. Market is open. Let's get that money. If you guys are looking to get paid today, comment get paid. Let's do it. Let's see. I don't think Disney is open yet. So Disney. Let's see. It says I'm up 135, but I don't think that's right. Now I'm up 10. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with Disney. Disney's at 146.55 right now. Tesla's down to 810. S&Ps are up 29, Dow's up 248, Nasdaq up 96. Okay, so I'm up a couple bucks. I'm up a couple bucks on Disney right now. I'm up like 30 bucks. What's making money? So my 155 call is not making money. The premium I sold is making money, so I'm gonna try to close out this. See if I can close out this premium. What can I get for it? So that call I'm in trouble on. So let's see if I can close out the premium that I sold for the week. All right, so I sold the premium, or I bought back my premium for the weeklies. So I made $100 on the premium I sold. I made 50%. Max profit was 210. Made $100. So now I'm down on my 155 call. So, well, JDM looks like you're gonna hit 780 on Tesla right now. It's going at 790.91. Here you go. So I sold my premium on Disney, made 50%. Call, I'm down on the call, so I'm basically break even. Yeah, Disney's down 791. I mean, Tesla's down 790. Crazy. Yo, Boris. So I'm basically break even. I'm break even right now on Disney. I got $100 and realized I'm gonna hold on to that call and see what happens. That call is down $100 right now. So Disney's dipping. So I do have, the nice thing is I have 16 days on that call, so we'll see what happens. Might come up in the next couple days. If not, I've made about, in the last 2 days I made $400 on Disney, so losing on the call is not going to be the end of the world. Plus I already made $100 on the premium I sold. So I played Disney as safe as possible. So I made money on the put spread, lost money on the call. We're all good. This went up and my call dropped. Colin, what was your strike on Disney? And was it for this week? Boris up 171 on Disney. Congrats, man. Get that bag. So Tesla's down $93, down 10% right now. Insane. And Disney's down, is actually 145, so it's barely green. Yeah, we got two Collins in the chat. We got Colin, then we got the double L. The double L Colin. It was for next week, but my strike was 165. Got it for 38. Yeah, it's because, so Disney's premium's getting crushed right now. Disney's down now, and it opened up flat, so that's why you're losing. Like, look, if you take a look at my two positions, so I have the put spread. So I just made $100 in realized gain. So I had the put spread. I had the 145 put. I sold two of them. I bought two of the 143 puts, and I made $100. But then on my 155 call for 16 days out, I'm currently down 127 on. So premium's getting crushed because it didn't move. The event is over. So that 165 call is near worthless now. Probably for next week. Let's see. You have the 165 call for next week. Yeah, those are only 7 cents now, 5 cents. I'm in up here. So now I'm at the 155 call. I'm outside the expected move. But if we get a bump, I mean, Disney's at 143 now, so it's getting murked. Ouch. But that's why I sold some premium. Protect myself. Yeah, Colin, what I did was Friday I sold the 140 call, and then yesterday at open I sold the 143 call, and then I took my profits and I redeployed them into the earnings positions. So right now, overall on my earnings trade, I'm currently down if you count the call. So I'm up 100, down 133. So I'm down only $33 on the earnings on this earnings. So I played it as safe as I could. So I'm down 30 $34 over the entire earnings. However, in the last week I'm up $400 on Disney. So we're gonna be good. We're profitable. It's about how you structure taking your profits, redeploying, and how you structure the trades to protect yourself. Once you realize how the market can screw you is when you start making money. So that's why I bought a call and I sold two put spreads against that call to protect myself if things were flat. And thankfully things were flat and I had that protection in place. If I bought a put, and that's all comes down to the strategy. If I bought a put, it wouldn't have worked out the same way because it's flat. So then I would have lost on the call, I would have lost on the put. So that's why I sold some premium and I bought the call. So I sold double the premium and I bought the call. So now I'm down $33 overall. So that's what happened. But anyways, you guys, I'm gonna take off. Stay safe, stay green. Hit us up in the Discord. It's us versus herd.